back, and today we're making air fryer fish and chips and homemade mayo for homemade tartar sauce. I have my garbage bowl here, and we're going to just shave the potatoes, peel the potatoes into the garbage bowl. I have a bowl of cold water in front of me, so as I get each potato ready, I'm just gonna slice it up and put it into that bowl of water so that it can't get crazy. Ideally, you want to use potatoes that don't have eyes, but I guess we live in the world's most humid house. We're just gonna make do. The recipe I'm using is an air fryer fish and chips recipe, and then it doesn't tell you how to make the chips. So I got a separate recipe for that. I came prepared today. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse this guy. Now, I did consider crinkle cutting my chips today, because I do have a crinkle cutter, but then I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, you know, this is a British dish. I don't think they're very crinkly people. I think they like things pretty straight and neat and tidy, and so in honor of that, we are not doing crinkle cut. We are doing straight chips. I don't know what the difference between a chip and a fry is. I don't know. That's not a chip, is it? I don't think so. They need to be square-ish. They need to be like this. This looks like a chip, right? Tell me if this looks like a chip. I mean, a raw chip, but a chip nonetheless. I just think that cooking at home is a lot more fun and rewarding if you're making something new and exciting. Like when you're making the same shit every week, it's like, of course you hate cooking because you're not eating anything that you're looking forward to eating. You're tired of the food that you're making. Do you ever like peel a potato and then there's just like that dark brown spot and it's like I keep peeling and peeling and it just goes deeper and deeper? I'm gonna try to cut it out. It's gone now. I'm gonna keep prepping my potatoes. This is kind of what we're going for. So I'm gonna keep doing that and then I'll see you guys when we're ready for the next step. Okay guys, the air fryer is preheating. Is it weird that I wasn't in the frame? Sorry. Anyway, my air fryer is preheating. I've got all of my chips cut up. They're in water right now. We want to pat them dry. We don't want them to be wet. So I have my cutting board here. I'm gonna should have done this before I turn the camera on. I'm gonna grab some paper towel. We're just gonna dry off all the excess water from my chips. They didn't all come out very consistent with cutting. Some of them are like skinny, some of them are wider. I have 2 trays for my air fryer. I hope it's not too loud. I'm gonna put the smaller ones on one tray and the bigger ones on another so that I can monitor them while they're cooking, and then hopefully they all come out good. Ooh, the air fryer's ready and I'm not. If no one's ever told you this and you've never made your own chips or fries or whatever you want to call them at home, potatoes are really slippery when they're raw. When I was prepping this off camera before, a couple of them just went flying out of my hand. Everybody flip. I'm gonna sprinkle a little sea salt on these, and then they're supposed to cook, ooh, that's a lot, 20 to 25 minutes. But I'm supposed to like shake them every 5 minutes, I think it said. All right, so I'm gonna put these in. I'm gonna set the air fryer timer for 25 minutes, and then I guess I'll set my separate timer for 5 minutes. The air fryer's saying to turn the food now. It doesn't know there's no food in there. All right, I think we're good. I see 2 tiny little fries that somehow I missed. They're like yay big, so I think we'll be fine without them. Dump this water out. And we're gonna start getting our fish ready. All right, in a small bowl, we're gonna mix the flour and the spices. So I gotta get a bowl. I need to get some measuring spoons. I should have rinsed my knife because it's got potato starch on it. First, let's mix up our flour mixture. Half a cup. So we need half teaspoon garlic powder, Shit. Oh, that's the 5-minute timer. I should go shake the fries. First, half a teaspoon garlic powder. We'll mix this up first. Give this a wipe so I don't contaminate too much. Then we want 2 teaspoons paprika. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that smells good. 4. Okay. Then we want half a teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. All right. Whoopsie. That's plenty. There's lots of other salt in today's dishes. Okay, so now we want half a cup of panko breadcrumbs in the other bowl. That doesn't seem like enough, but we'll see for now. We'll try. And then I need 1 more bowl for my egg. Let's go shake the fries though. these guys are starting to fry up. I think we should trade places. So you'll go on the bottom now. And these look hardly cooked. Alright. New 5-minute timer. Kind of smells like something's burning. Gonna crack our egg. So I got my 3 bowls now. I got my egg, my flour mixture, and my panko. I gotta mix up the flour mixture and beat the egg, but first, let's get our fish out. Okay, so let's mix up the flour. Whisk would probably be better, but I already have a fork. And I'm gonna beat this egg. Ooh. I feel like we're gonna end up needing more egg and more panko, but we'll see. This is so mushy and gross. Ooh, this is very wet. It was frozen, my cod. I want you guys to see. I'm just patting it dry. I could be doing this all day, so let's just not get carried away. I don't know how to cut this. I'm just gonna take a guess. Cutting it into strips. Oops, like that. Guess I'll cut all the cod. I have 3 fillets here, so we'll do that first. Oh, this stinks. Ugh. Certainly is a smelly fish. Shit, I gotta shake the fries again. Alright, I'm gonna cut up the rest of my fillets. Oof, this has a weird texture. Oh, I'm cutting in the wrong direction. I don't even know, actually, but that's not how I cut the other fillet. I'm just gonna do this one-handedly for one of them so that you can, whoops, nope, not like that. Flour first, then egg. This piece of fish is too big for my bowl. This is very weird to do with a camera in my hand. Oopsie. Now say hi to the panko. And the plate. We're gonna need another egg. All right, I've declared the fries done. The air fryer is cooling off, but it's okay, because we'll be ready to go in no time with the fish. And then I figured we can just throw the fries in for a short bit to reheat them. We're gonna need more panko too. You know, cod I feel like is one fish that they never make sushi out of. We have 3 pieces to go. I don't know, maybe we can make this first egg do the job. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I need another egg. I need another egg. It's a good thing the price of eggs came down. We can use the leftover to make a fishy tasting omelet. I need some more panko. So the recipe, it said a half a cup of panko. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend you do 3/4 of a cup instead. Although I don't actually know if I'm using the exact amount of fish they said. I'm using 3 frozen fillets. I didn't weigh them. The amount of fish that they say to use translates to roughly 1.5 pounds. Definitely ended up with more flour mixture than we needed. They were very generous with the flour and a little stingy with the panko. All right, we got everybody dredged up fish. Now I need to clean my hand and then I'll take you over by the air fryer again. Okay guys, we are over at the air fryer. I have the fries in this bowl. We're gonna have to reheat them before we serve, but got all my fish in this plate. This is so awkward. So I sprayed both sides of each piece of fish with my avocado oil. I'm just gonna lay them out on the trays and then put them in the air fryer. I don't know what you can see. This is an awkward camera setup, so sorry for that. Just gonna lay these out so that they're not overlapping. It's confusing. The recipe says to air fry at 400, turning about halfway, and then it says 10 to 12 minutes. I don't know if they mean 10 to 12 minutes is halfway, so I'm gonna do 6 minutes, turn them, and then give them another 6 minutes. Ooh, this thing's hot. Okay, air fry, start. Oh, it's preheating. Okay, we're making the mayonnaise. Start by cracking our eggs. They are room temperature. I'm going to use 2 because for every cup or for every egg, we have to use a cup of oil, and I'm using avocado oil, and that's kind of expensive. Shit, did I just drop a shell? These eggs have been out of the fridge for about 2 hours. Okay, then we want, I can't believe it says to do this. We want 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm keeping it away from the yolk because I think the lemon juice might make the yolk cook or something. I feel like I read something like that. Okay, then we need Dijon mustard. Shake it up. 2 teaspoons. I hope I don't taste this in it. I hate mustard. And now the part I've been dreading, 2 cups of oil. This is insane. This better work because this is going to be the most expensive mayo of my life. The recipe does say that you could use canola or vegetable oil because I guess they're neutral in flavor, but those are terrible for you. And if I wanted to eat that, I would just buy Hellmann's mayonnaise. So there we go. Let's not waste any of that. All right, guys, it's time for the moment of truth. We're gonna pulse this with our stick blender, and hopefully it works. It says season with salt to taste. I didn't add any salt, so I'm just gonna do like a pinch. I guess that's more than a pinch, but mayonnaise should have a little salt, right? Cut the little nub off, we don't want that. Get out of here. So we want chopped very small. It says they want about 3 tablespoons. We'll just use the whole thing. That seems like plenty of pickle to me, so I will put the rest in a container. Tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Then they say half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon W sauce. I'm just gonna do a half because I don't want it to be overwhelming. Do a half cup, obviously, of mayonnaise. Why can I never find a rubber spatula when I need it? And I had a little salt and pepper. Mix this up now. I don't know, I hope that's the right consistency. So we're gonna put this in the fridge and then I'm gonna go get ready. And we're gonna start shooting the rest of the video. The recipe says to keep this refrigerated for at least 30 minutes before you use it. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the fries with the tartar sauce. That sounds a little gross to me.
I don't think so.
So we're gonna have ketchup. Shit, how do we only have 1 fork left? Do you want a knife?
I think it's a finger food.
I don't think British people would do that.
No?
All right, am I in the frame? Can you just give it a tiny bit? Just a tiny bit, I want to make sure. Okay, we're both here, yay! Oh, almost took my hand off. All right, this was not easy, but we got here anyway. Cheers. Long live the king.
I guess. So what do we do with this lemon? Do we squirt it on the fish before we eat it?
If I know.
You didn't look...
I mean, I guess. And I'm gonna dip mine in the tartar sauce, which we made.
Let us know if fish and chips is a finger food, because I thought it was. Kind of like chicken fingers, you know?
Fish fingers. Oh. I overcooked the fish a bit.
That's good.
Now, we kind of have nothing to compare it to, because we've never had fish and chips.
No. I've had cod before, and kind of just ate it like a fillet, like pan fried, and I found it to be very boring. I think that this needs the lemon on it, because it's a very
Yeah.
plain fish.
It kind of needs more salt.
I also, I was just about to put a little salt on it, which I only really ever put on.
Do you want the sea salt instead?
No, I only ever put on like potatoes.
Don't worry, guys. This isn't for the fish. It's for the chips. Yeah. After all that work, I don't think I'd make this again. It's okay. It's not like we need to invite everyone over to have this.
It's all right.
Kind of a letdown.
I like the tartar sauce. It's more mustardy than I thought.
There is mustard in it.
It's like the most non-offensive meal. It's like you could swap it out with chicken fingers, and that would probably be better. Yeah.
I've been talking about this and thinking about it and planning it for weeks. I don't ever need to have this again. Did we try the fries out?
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, you did? They're like overdone. I'm new to this.
They're okay.
My first time.
I like them crispy like this.
Oh, well that's
And they're not
convenient. If you're British, tell us. Do you dip your fries, chips in tartar sauce? Also, feel free to roast my chips because I know I made more of a fry and I do know there's a difference.
They're supposed to be thicker, I think, right?
I started with some of them thick and then I panicked and I was like, some of them are smaller and I cut them off. So I kind of made fish and fries.
Do you think there's ketchup in chips?
On them, you mean?
Like tartar
I don't know,
sauce for
that's
the
what I'm
fish
asking
and-
everyone. We need a Brit to tell us. These aren't as bad as I thought they'd be.